Welcome to the 12th Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup presented by Chooks to Go. Magkaharap nga po ngayon De La Salle, Green Archers.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get this game going.
They're gonna do yung proceeds, or part of the proceeds at least, of today's games. Yung gate attendance natin will be donated to Rolly Manlapas who underwent medical operation. And now let's meet the starters para sa magkabilang koponan.
At center number 34, Angelo Kwame. Power forward number 22, Rafi Barrero. At shooting guard number 12, Matt Nieto. Point guard number 4, Anton Asisto. And at small forward number 030, Rovene. The head coach for the Blue Eagles is Tab Baldwin. And now, here are the starters for the DLSU University Green Archers. At power forward number 6, Joaquin Manuel. At point guard number 11, Aljon Meleso. Shooting guard number 16, Solo Go. At center number 19, Justin Baldassar. And at power forward number 25, Santi Santilla. The head coach for the Green Archers is Louis Gonzalez. Officials for the ball game are Jonar Garcia, Ricor Moron, and John.
Ito po magsisimula para sa Ateneo at La Salle. Asistio Nieto, Kwame, Ravena at Verano para sa mga naka-asul. Gomelesio, Baltasar, Santillan, and Manuel para naman sa mga naka-berde. The 12th Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup presented by Chooks to Go. Yan po ang hatid namin sa inyo. And it's gonna be La Salle basketball to begin. And Charles, ito, no, this is the healthiest crowd that we've seen dito sa Filoil. And it's funny kasi ang ulan sa labas, pero talaga they made it a point to be here today.
Oh, without a doubt, by far the most attendance that we've had this whole tournament. So that's a good sign, and why not? This is going to be a great game as Aljon Meleso starts us off with a basket.
2-0 in favor of La Salle. You're taking a look at these teams. How are these universities able to be this good, this competitive every single year? Di ba dapat may dadaanan ka mga rebuilding, but these two halos hindi dumadaan sa ganun.
Well, before that, look at Joaquin Manuel go for that steal. Lead the break, he misses, but Baltasar cleans it up and gets the putback. Now, these teams are just so good in recruiting. It's the program. Everybody wants to play for Ateneo and La Salle, without a doubt. When you're trying to recruit, they're always the standards. If they want to get you, more often than not, they're going to end up in that school. And, you know, you got to have players, you got to have talent. It's the culture, the winning tradition that they've built. So, you know, it's not that hard for these guys to get these players.
Ito yung bonus free throw para kay Baltasar. This Smart free throw has been brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart, Sun, and TNT. So La Salle gets quickly up on that board. 5-0 ang kanilang lamang ngayon. And they're already using that press. Trying to delay yung opensa ng Ateneo. We're looking at the side of Ateneo. Napakaraming malalaro dyan na parte ng Gilas Cadets. And that speaks volumes to the talent of that team.
Yeah, why not? They're so disciplined, they're so smart. Hey, but this La Salle team, they're not chopped liver. They're also very good. I think Baltasar, one of the best big men in the whole college level today already in the Philippines.
La Salle with 10 seconds on their shot clock. Manuel, maganda yung peke ito. Napakagat si Ravena and gets fouled.
Wow, lots of composure being shown by this rookie. His very first Ateneo La Salle game, let's not forget, he is coming from Ateneo High School, and he's now going to La Salle.
He's a lot like you in a way, na parehong nakatikim ng to be on the side of blue and also on the side of green now that you're a head coach of the Benil Blazers.
That's true, can't complain. Best of both worlds. Why not?
Coach. And let's take a look at this, kung saan na-foul si Manuel and Coach Tab Baldwin. Nagre-reklamo and
I think he's asking that it shouldn't be 2 free throws. Basically, that's what he's talking about.
Coach Tab practically on the court right now. Nagre-reklamo talaga. And yeah, it looks like he's very puzzled. Also, ito si
there.
30 Ravenna is getting attended. He had to get subbed out of the game dahil natamaan yata doon. Lasal. Shot clock down to 9. They go to Baltazar. Susubukan yung depensa ni Kwame. Justin.
They know his move though. Baltasar loves going to that right hook. Same thing with Santillan. You watch Ateneo place their tendencies a lot, but Santillan, such a nice touch. That's a jump hook basically from, or a semi-hook from the free throw line.
Ito si Kwame. Ateneo still scoreless so far. Asistio. Kahanap na mapapasahan. Goes to Verano. Straight away 3. It's nothing. Kwame tries to save it, pero sa maling kamay na punta. That outlet pass from Santillan. It sails out of bounds. Last one's funny Chologo.
Ateneo seems like they've been very tentative. It seems like there's a bit of a nerve. They're a bit tight right now. Well, LaSalle, they're just fired up to start this ballgame. The physicality, they're so aggressive, bumping every cut, not making anything easy for Ateneo. Look at that physicality there, how they're defending.
You know, it looks like maliliit na banggaan lang yan, but if you're actually involved in that play, those hurt. Relation to the cup. Kwame gets the rebound. Ginugol siya ngayon sa Santillan. Was able to get it to a guard. Nieto wants to go quickly. Matt out to Kwame. They leave him open. Maybe that's why he misses on that open three-pointer, but hey, it had a good line.
That's a shot. Coach Sam gives his big man a lot of freedom to shoot. He made sure everybody has a 3-point shot. If you're LaSalle and you're Aljo Pedestre, I'm upset. You didn't call the screen. I just got clobbered with the screen. You gotta talk. Not let me get killed there by an Ateneo player.
Manuel, susubok ng sarili niyang tres.
That's a bit of a forced shot there by Manuel. Can't get a better shot than that. Have to be a bit more patient. But good defense by Ateneo.
Ano nangyayari dito, Charles? Why Ateneo is still scoreless with almost 3 minutes into the game?
Well, they missed 2 open 3-pointers. Kwame missed 1. Verano missed 1. And Nieto basically missed under the basket slab. So those are 3 good looks. But the defense of LaSalle has also been solid so far. As Manuel gets subbed out, but gets a nice applause from his bench.
Christian Manaytay ang pumasok to replace Manuel. We're actually hearing a lot of new names, and that's what really happens dito sa Filoil dahil teams are trying out kung sino yung mga players from the team B na will work with the main team.
They may be new names, but they're both 6-footers. Manaytay, Maki Manuel as rookie says, this guy's way taller than 6 feet, and he's showing it.
Kwame, ano 6 feet? I don't care. Now, Magdeburg.
That's 3. Another open 3 that he missed. Kwame just taller than everybody.
Ito na naman, susubok ang Ateneo, and finally, it's Matt Nieto with that 3-point shot brought to you by Chooks to Go, nag-iisang manok ng bayan.
Matt Nieto has been one of the best 3-point shooters in college basketball. So efficient. You don't realize it, but he shoots over 40%. He's a very efficient shooter.
Baltazar may hawak against Kwame. Melesio takes it now, uses that pick. Aljun, out to Santillan. His own 3-pointer, that's a miss. Kwame, ang dami ng kinongolektang rebound dito.
That's a good shot by Santillan, and he has that shot.
Ateneo with the basketball. Matt Nieto naman. He will attack, will try to kick out. Read well by Go.
Should have taken the first time he was open, instead forces it.
Santillan, the one-hander along the baseline. No. Nieto collects it. And Matt asking for a guard. Walang nakita, so take it by himself. Now, allowing Asistio to set things up para sa Ateneo. They're down by 4 right now. Ateneo using that high pick.
So I'll switch that ball screen. There's a mismatch. Nieto takes Santillan, who defends him well. That's good defense by Santillan. But again, Kwame getting another rebound. That's a putback.
First 2 points ni Kwame, but his rebounds.
6 rebound already for him in 5 minutes.
And but yung dalawang main baskets, Charles, ng Ateneo, both coming off of offensive rebounds ni Kwame. That's how big those boards have been for the Blue Eagles. Manaytay using the left hand.
That's a bit of a poor shot again. So you can see the youth there, the younger players from LaSalle.
Nieto ito, tinatawag yung same play that they ran the previous possession.
Chin is the post-action that the Ateneo likes to run. Good switchback though by LaSalle after the initial mismatch.
Magdeburg ulit sa ilalim. Tries to dish it out to Matt. And that was tapped out of bounds. We have a timeout now called. Ang score natin 7-5 in favor of LaSalle. This timeout is brought to you by Choksugo, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. LaSalle game. Talk about these two teams and how they have performed in this tournament.
Look at that. The number that really stands out to me the most is the opponent's field goal shooting for both these teams. Look at Ateneo, 22% and 36% for LaSalle. I mean, those two teams are just so solid defensively. Both get a lot of points in the second chance. LaSalle with 15.5. Ateneo close to 20. Of course, Kwame a huge part of that as he gets a lot of rebounds. He actually already has 8 rebounds in this game. LaSalle, though, they haven't really put in their big three lineup. I mean, their three big lineup, which is Samuel, Baltasar, and Santillan. Santillan just checks out of the ball game as Samuel's entering the ball game. But that lineup I liked a lot because they're versatile and they're huge. They pose a matchup problem to a lot of teams. As some confusion. It's actually Ateneo's ball because it was deflected off LaSalle.
Yeah. Alam mo, Charles, what interests me dun sa numbers na pinakita natin kanina. Remember when we praised Ateneo for holding Mapua to just 28% shooting from the field? Mataas na pala yun because they've been holding opponents to just 22%, and that's an insane number.
Well, let's see if they can do it against the top team, one of the top teams in LaSalle. Ateneo missed another open three off the timeout. Nice play there by Coach Tad to get Asisio on open three. They've missed their open three-pointers, and they take a lot of threes.
T. Samuel working immediately pagkapasok nag-ambag ng 2 points.
Well, he's skilled. He's about 6'8", 6'9", who has basically guard skills. So he's a very talented guy. I mean, he's going to pose a problem for a lot of teams in the UAAP.
Magdeburg, the handoff to Ravena. 30 gets his first 2 of the game.
Nice looking stroke. Every time 30's going to make a jumper, that's a good sign for Ateneo.
AC 30 wearing that long-sleeved undershirt. Malamig po dito sa loob ng Filoil Arena. So that's also another challenge that these players are battling. Obviously, not the best weather ang nararanasan natin dito. Thanks for joining us. We're live right now on Action TV and also on the digital platform of YouTube, ESPN 5 channel.
I'm very interested. Magdeburg's the one asking for Samuel. Samuel's the biggest guy on the floor, but instead of Isaac go matched up, they want Magdeburg. That's his job. He's a role player, he's a scrappy guy to defend the best players of the other teams. Karako misses, gets his own rebound, and misses again.
Ravena nakakuha ng rebound. Tyler Tio also in the game now.
Nice screen by Isaac. Rushes Karako. It's so noisy here, so the guys have to call their screens earlier. If not, your teammates are going to get killed.
And that's something that happens a lot, no?
Yep.
My experience with Gilas, doon ko naririnig yung mga ganyan. Sabihan nyo naman ako kapag may screen.
Absolutely. Nobody wants to get hit.
The attack there from Cabasho, he goes glass. 11-7 is our score in favor of LaSalle.
So with the change of coach in LaSalle, a lot of players are going to be given a chance. Cabasho's now getting his chance playing for getting some minutes. Dyke is back to the LaSalle team, and he's getting a chance early.
He gets that rebound there.
Disappeared from the scene a bit of obviously he was part of the lineup before. And then Coach Louie, he's going to get a chance.
Ito is Santillan. Samuel asking for it. Finally gets that leather. Cabasho tatanggap. Only 7 seconds a shot clock. And LaSalle, look at 30 Ravena. Send that ball back.
Ateneo got lucky there. Magdeburg was slow to show on that handoff, but 30 Ravena, but great help side defense blocking the shot from Cabasho.
6 seconds na lang sa shot clock ng DLSU. Karakot ang tumanggap, bothered by Tio. Samuel has to put it up.
He didn't realize it though, the
Dyke,
shot clock.
yun yung problema. Charles, kung gaano kaingay dito sa loob ng arena, it's hard for players to communicate.
That's why as players, you've got to be mentally sharp. You've got to be focused in the game. It's so loud here. You've got to be able to listen to your coach's instructions very well.
It may be something new para dun sa mga rookies, especially not coming from these two universities. As we take a look at the block count, 3-0.
This play again, a chin play this time. That post action gets Isaac on open three. But your point, Doug,
Yeah, I was just talking about kung naglaro ka na sa Lasal or sa Ateneo before, you're familiar with this kind of noise, this kind of atmosphere that always happens kapag naghaharap ng dalawa.
Absolutely. Wala pa nga doon dyan. Pagdating sa UAP, mas grabe yan sa Ateneo. Now they're starting to flow offensively, but how? They're doing it by getting some stops on defense. That's led to some baskets for them.
And this is the first lead for the Blue Eagles. 30 Ravenna getting that difficult lay in. Mamuyak with a steal. Gian Mamuyak doing what he does best. The defensive weapon of Ateneo going to work. Itong Lasal.
That's good pressure release here. Letting Santillan bring on the ball against 6 foot. Banner 6'9" Isaac goal.
Lasal trying to
Mamuyak count Capacio.
He's just a terrific defender talaga. Yan ang strength ng kanyang laro. Caraco trying to break down the league. Goes to Dyke. Nawala ang bola. Ravenna picks it up. 2-on-1 fast break for Ateneo. Mamuyak back to 30. They score again. 6-0 run for the Blue Eagles.
But again, turnover points. Easy turnover there leads to Liam. That's 4 straight points. Ateneo's defense again. Give their defense credit because it's generated some offense for them.
6 points now for Ravenna. Rakot, punta sa ilalim. Samuel, hilid na board na tinamaan. The Ateneo bench loving the defense they saw.
But Samuel has to take his time. He's a head taller than Hackenberg. He's got all the time in the world. He has all the advantage. No need to rush it. That was a good play to get him the ball that deep.
Mamuya, bigay kay Ravenna. Only 8 seconds on their shot clock. Go, spinning that left hook.
Nice lift. That's what you call taking your time. No, you got a smaller guy on you. You're going to be able to get the shot that you want.
Kapasya now. 7 seconds lang naiiwan sa ating first quarter.
Lots of fouls to give, or at least 1 foul to give for Ateneo. I don't know if they realize it.
Santillan, titira ng 3. Will get it at the buzzer. That 3-point shot is brought to you by Chooks to Go. Nag-iisang manok ng bayan.
That's why you've got to use that foul to give. That's a Tyler Dio there. He got beat. Should have fouled. He didn't. Credit LaSalle for getting Santillan for an open 3-pointer.
It was an 8-0 Ateneo run bago na ipasok ni Santillan yung 3 sa kanto to end our first quarter. Exciting ball game. Lamang ang Ateneo, 18-14. 1 quarter done inside the Filoil Flying V Arena. Ito po ang 12th Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup presented by Chooks to Go. Those guys, Ateneo, up right now by 4 points, 18-14. They were actually very silent to begin the game. 7-0 ang ating score earlier with LaSalle ahead, and it just really changed. What did Ateneo do?
Well, 30 Ravenna came back in the ball game. He hit a jumper right away, made some energy plays, got a block, got a rebound. They forced some turnovers, led to some fast break points for Ravenna, for Mamuya, and hit some 3-pointers. I mean, they did it all with their defense.
Ito nga, isa dun sa mga pinasok na tira ni 30 Ravenna. This smart move of the half has been brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart Sun and TNT. Alam mo kung anong ang galing, Charles? Biglang kanina, di ba, ang ingay-ingay nitong arena, and nung nag-time out na, the fans inside the Sun-On Arena respecting these two teams, it's dead silent here.
That's good. It should be that way if you ask me. Let these coaches do their job. If you're noisy, you're actually giving your coaches a hard time. Let them huddle and give their players instructions because it's hard enough to coach during the game dahil nga ang ingay. But for LaSalle, you know, they haven't had any easy baskets. Some baskets, yes, because of the stops when they're able to run. But then after they have scored and when their half-court defense is set, hirap na hirap talaga yung LaSalle makakuha ng open shot in fact.
Pero yung you mentioned, pagpasok ni Ravenna, nag-iba yung takbo ng Ateneo. I think the same thing nung lumabas si Manuel, LaSalle also kind of dwindled down.
I think maybe more of Melesio. Manuel gave the energy to start the game, but here you see our marking matchup. So Alvin Melesio averaging solid numbers. One of my favorite guards to watch in college because he's so tough. He's got a lot of guts. He's never afraid of the big shot. He's fun to watch. And 30 Ravenna, I think his stats, his resume speaks for itself.
You know, Melesio, you'll be surprised at what this kid can do given his size. But like you said, napaka-galing talaga maglalaro, and so he's tough. He can absorb contact, still finish, do a lot of things on the basketball court.
And he doesn't back down from anybody, believe me. I've covered his in high school. He's a solid player.
Tama ka. We covered him nung naglalaro siya for DLSU. And you already knew that he was destined for something as a stage bigger
another open three for Ateneo. They've had 6 open threes maybe, and they've made some, but they're getting a lot of good looks. Again, LaSalle struggling in the half-court defense of Ateneo. You know what's interesting? Samuel, the very first possession, got the ball, scored 1 point. Since then, I think he's only had one attempt. They haven't really gone with him much.
Nag-3-big na dito ang LaSalle, but it's actually paints that they include with Santillan and Samuel. Let's see if that can spark something for the Green Archers. Mamuyak gives up a foul para ituloy yung transition attack ng LaSalle.
You can see Santillan was approached against Ravena, or this time it's Samuel being guarded by Ravena, Santillan being guarded by Navarro.
Completing the LaSalle 5 are Karak and Milecio, veterans and champions at the collegiate level. Santillan was muna kay Karak, shadowed by Tio. Bates against Kwame. Still a lot of times sa shot clock para sa LaSalle, but nothing materializing yet sa kanilang depensa.
Staggered from Milecio. Good switch here by Ateneo. And again, solid defense. LaSalle not getting much of their half-court sets.
Ito ngayon sa Ateneo. They've been so good in forcing LaSalle into turnovers and scoring after those stops. There it is again. Finally knocking down the three-pointer, 30 na Vena. That three-point shot is brought to you by Chursugo. Ang nag-isang manok ng bayan.
Tony, it's a good side run in there. Every time 30 hits his jumper here. A good shot for Karak. Ooh, just missed that short. That's his shot though.
Ito naman, Ravena gets some space. 30. No. Kwame with the rebound. Puts it up. Second offensive putback para dito kay Kwame.
LaSalle is stalled right now. They need to get it going a bit. Safer that three by Santillan. Ateneo has dominated maybe the last 5-6 minutes of this game.
13-3 run na yan. Charles bridging the first and second quarters for Ateneo. Samuel, that's an easy goal. You're right.
That's the advantage of having a smaller guy like 30 Ravena guard Samuel. Samuel's bigger and he can post up, but he absolutely prefers to play facing up and facing to the basket.
Parang rattled na rattled ngayon ang LaSalle on offense. They've been turning the ball over so many times.
But they gotta do it on the defensive end. They've gotta play some defense, get some stops, and allow them to run. Problem is Ateneo is one of the best executing teams on offense also.
LaSalle already with 7 turnovers.
I think Ateneo is not even a pressing team. They don't double meter a lot. Same action, Ateneo keeps dumping to the post. This time a different look. It was a ball screen, guard the big ball screen.
Navarro, binigay kay Angelo Kwame,
Travel.
it up, traveling. But Ateneo also has committed a lot of errors. That's already the 6th turnover para sa Blue Eagles. LaSalle will need to capitalize on this. After being down 7-0, Blue Eagles come alive and they're now enjoying 9-point lead, 23-14. They force another turnover. Hindi man na nakatawid ng half-court na LaSalle.
That's one-on-one defense. LaSalle's gotta be ready for this.
Kwame, the handoff to Wyatt. Jawan trying to break down Manuel. Shoots over him and he scores.
Wow, I was gonna say, is that a good shot? He just checked in off the bench, but hey, Mace have some confidence.
Louis Gonzalez going with Don Lim now, setting up the play. Baltasar, nice getaway move. Short lang sa kanyang tira. Kwame with another rebound.
Look at the shots LaSalle's taking. That's not a good shot again. It's been a tough shot.
Navarro. Kwame already with 11 rebounds. Charles has been dominating the inside. Eto na naman siya.
Wow, LaSalle is just in a funk right now. Ateneo doing everything. Give Ateneo a lot of credit. Look at the defense and their execution offense. They've got a lot of good looks.
Here's Milecio with 12 seconds on his shot clock. Alshun titira. And tama yung sinabi mo kanina, no? Hirap na hirap ang LaSalle to get good looks at the basket. Wong attacking. Tumba si Kwame and Ateneo now will set up their offense. Navarro calling the shots. Belangel titira ng tres. Nothing there. Lim with a rebound. LaSalle has numbers here. They go to Manuel. Joaquin shoots
That's
it.
not a good shot. Hand in your face. Transition 3, first pass. You gotta get a better shot than that.
Here's SJ. Ginugulo pa rin ni Lim. Belangel half spin, but sticky defense played by LaSalle.
Defense by LaSalle. Offense has been the bigger issue for LaSalle right now.
Kwame kicks it out. Belangil, 3. No. Bates gets it. And LaSalle with a running start.
They got to score here. This is a 3-on-2.
And Melesio finally ends the drought for the Green Archers, putting in that deuce.
But even that layup was hard. He's just so talented.
Didn't have the best angle, no, but was able to come up with something there. White beating kay Wong, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Navarro.
Yeah, he now put in the foul. Very last seconds. Kwame will go to the bench, replaced by Isaac. Well, he has 6 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks already in this game. Talk about making an impact. He's been huge and really a man taller than everybody.
Ito yung pasa ni Navarro to Kwame earlier. The Smart Assist of the Half has been brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart, Sun, and TNT. Samuel has been quiet after scoring his first 2 points pagkapasok agad sa laro.
They're putting a smaller guy on him, way small. Their small forward's the one guarding him.
Baltazar.
That's poor scouting report. Coach Tab is livid at Isaac Ko. He knows the tendency of Baltazar. Do not let him get that jump hook.
Back-to-back buckets yan para sa LaSalle. Let's see if they can start rolling here. Ateneo goes to Belangil. Oh, look at the escape of SJ Belangil. Just so simple. Parang it was a mini Euro step and the defense completely vanished. He was able to drop in the deuce. This timeout now is brought to you by Juksago, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Ateneo still in command of this ball game. 29-18 ang lamang nila, pero yung LaSalle unti-unti nang nabubuhay here in the second quarter. SJ Belangel though with this beautiful move. Bago tayo nagkaroon ng timeout. And SJ, isa rin sa mga highly recruited guards out of high school. And here he is now with the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Again, let's take a look at our team standings, Charles. Ateneo still perfect, 8-0. Ang De La Salle naman, yung kaisa-isang talo, was against San Beda.
Looks like the top 4 teams of that group already set. So the first 4 teams you see, Ateneo up to UP or the Eagles are going to make it to the quarterfinals as they cross over and play teams from B. Going back to your point of SJ Belangil, well, the whole first 5 basically that Ateneo high school championship, they were in the mythical 5 basically, or candidates in the UAAP. That's how powerful their lineup is. One of that 5 is Waki Manuel, who's now playing for LaSalle.
Ito ngayon si Don Lim. Samuel receiving it far away from the basket. He's trying to break down his defender, but he slips, or there was a nudge now from behind. Navarro will be called for that personal. Coaching staff of Ateneo disagrees with the call.
They thought he just slipped.
4:44 remaining in the second period. And as the coach staff telling the referees there was no push, but the referee saw the ones. 14 seconds on the shot clock of the Green Archers. They get it to Melesio, bibitaw agad, that's a 3, no good. Belangel with the rebound, quick forward pass papunta kay White. They spot walk. Go open up top. No good sa kanya, Tres.
But a good look again in transition. So fluid the way they move the ball and shared. I like this Melesio attacking on the break.
And there with a putback was T. Samuel.
That's good. Samuel, he's not getting much of the half-court set. They're defending it very well. Work hard. Get those offensive rebounds. You're still a big body there. LaSalle, for as good as Ateneo's playing a part of their missed threes, they're only down by 9.
Buong nagbintis mula sa labas.
Another open 3 at Apex. Ateneo has been making good shots. They've just been missing. LaSalle still within striking distance. They're very much in this game.
Liv front rims that 3-pointer. Mabilis yung kanilang tira doon.
That's a contested shot again.
Belangel spotting walk. Now to go. Brilliant passing for Ateneo, pero andon ang depensa ng LaSalle. However, Baltazar.
Yeah, with a bit of an elbow to hook. I don't think he needed to do that. He
Exactly.
could have just made a simple bounce pass to get the ball to Samuel. But he hit Magdenberg in front of the referees too. He's a physical player too, though, believe me.
Ito yung nangyari kanina. So after nung miss, nakibaltasar na yung rebound. He already had control of it and medyo natakpan. Pero yeah, he
Medyo
swung.
may pabaon pang Siko. Libre-libre na si Sama. Just pick the ball up.
Those little tactics, cheap shots din. Nahuhulihan ng ating mga referees.
Nice play again by Ateneo off that inbound. Second time, Walk gets open for 3. And I guess he's back from that injury.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Chooks to Go, nag-iisang manok ng bayan. 12 points, ang lamang ng Ateneo. Karakot, Lim ang magsisimula ng opensa. 12 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Karakot versus Wong. Now they get it to Samuel. Looking for Baltazar against Go. They're swinging it. 3 seconds na lang. They have to take it. Karakot. Wala doon.
The shots they're taking have been so deep into the shot clock. They can't get a good shot early in the shot clock.
And you know, even with Kwame on the bench, Charles, hirap na hirap makakuha ng offensive rebounds itong Lasal. Ateneo naman on offense, Magdenburg will shoot from outside.
That's a poor shot by Magdenburg. Especially when Belangiel had a mismatch against Baltazar.
Karakot to Santillan. Beautiful pass there for
That's what they
Andre.
need. A stop, run, get in transition when the defense isn't set. Move the ball. 3-on-2 advantage, score.
7 points para kay Santillan. Magdenburg to go. Now they get it to Wong. Another 3-point attempt. This time it's short. Rebound taken by Santi.
They gotta push when the defense isn't set. There it is.
Karakot had to invent something. And he gets it to fall. Hang bang bucket for Andre Karakot.
I was about to say, pinahirapan pa niya sarili niya, but hey, he gets the job anyways. And see, the defense wasn't set. Ateneo still had their players just jogging back. Karakot reads it so well, attacks and finishes with a tough play.
One more look at this very creative layup.
Turo lang si Magdenburg, but you gotta stop that ball even if you're a big guy. Karakot takes advantage of that hole.
This Smart Free Throw is brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart Sun and TNT. Karakot completes the 3-point play. Yung hinahabol ng Lasal down to 7 points. And Coach Tab Baldwin, pinalik na si Matt Nieto. Kasama yung kanyang kapatid na si Big Mike. Or Medium Mike as they like to call him now. Mendoza also on the floor for the first time. Go, na libre. Nothing on the three-pointer.
Isaac shot us off. That's another good look for him.
Karakot. That's a foul. That's gonna be whistled on Magdenburg. Nagpipisigalan sila ni Daig.
That's a good call.
Is that something that you also tell your players, Chuck, na sila yung magdala ng physicality sa kalaban?
Absolutely. You gotta be the aggressors. But you're not there to be dirty. Just be physical and be tough.
We have a timeout brought to you by Chooks to Go. Nag-iisang manok ng bayan, 32-25. Lamang ang Ateneo. Let's take a look at another matchup dito, yung mga local bigs naman, and they have been big parts of this first half so far. Isaac Go and Justin Baltazar.
Two of the best big men in Philippines or in college basketball at the very least. Isaac Go's numbers don't really jump out of the window. He also plays limited minutes. I mean, they balance out the minutes in and out. Isaac Go has also been playing for Gilas, but Baltazar, man, I was actually talking to Coach Tab about him in the past. Coach Tab said, yes, this big man of LaSalle has so much potential. I mean, he speaks highly of him. And this is coming from an Ateneo coach. That just goes to show how talented Baltazar is.
At the free throw line right now is Dyke. Alright, Dyke. The Smart Free Throw has been brought to you by Smart. Get a free YouTube every day from Smart Sun and TNT.
Sayang, gotta make these free throws. Golden opportunity there for LaSalle to slowly trim down the lead of Ateneo. They only have 26 points. We showed their averages earlier, 80 plus for both these teams, so they're both way off their average, but it's still a good game.
And these two teams really bringing more than skill. Yung mga pride nakataya din dito.
So Ateneo now going to small ball lineup with 30 Ravena playing that 4. Good switching there by LaSalle, sniffs out that lob play by Ateneo.
A minute and 33 remaining. Ateneo already in penalty while LaSalle, they still have 2 fouls to give. Ravena inside to Go, ball taken away.
Go wasn't ready. He thought the ball was still with Nieto. Ooh, nice handles by Caraco.
They go to Melesio. Aljon takes it. No good. Nabanan para sa rebound taken by Ateneo. Now Ravenna taking the ball down. Look at Go.
Nice
Set
screen.
that screen. Santillan was erased, but Ravenna couldn't capitalize.
Again, it's so hard. It's a free kill for guys setting screens, basically. And more often than not, it's been the LaSalle players who have been blindsided by a lot of screens.
That's a 3 or long 2 only. Long 2 for Baltazar.
Told you he's talented. Inside, outside, doesn't matter.
7 points para sa kanya. Nasarahan lahat ng other options. He just took that jumper with a lot of confidence. But he gets whistled for a foul on the other end as Ravenna just really attacked him.
That's huge. That's the second foul already for Baltazar. Talk about that offensive foul earlier, that useless foul. Now he has 2. Coach Louis will have to make a decision if he wants to risk leaving him in for his 3rd foul with 40 seconds left, but he's been playing very well.
Ravenna at the free throw line. This Smart free throw has been brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart Sun and TNT. You mentioned the importance of free throws. LaSalle missed one earlier. Ito naman ngayon, si Ravenna missing as well. Hey Charles, mamaya pala, around at 8 p.m. on ESPN 5, we'll have the dunk contest final of the FIBA 3x3 World Cup. Oh, by the way, that Smart free throw also brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart Sun and TNT. And the reason I mention that, because there's a Filipino competing, David Carlos, or Air David, yung kanyang dinadalang moniker, will be competing, representing the Philippines. May timeout tayo, brought to you by Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. These people are free to come over here and watch the Ateneo Blue Eagles go up against the De La Salle Green Archers.
Well, it's no coincidence. I'm sure they actually scheduled here, and then it's
Yep.
smart of them too. So, good crowd, good intensity, and not bad for a summer league, basically.
At lahat po ng mga nakita nyo na nanonood dito, nakatulong sa isang tao who has been prominent din dito sa ating collegiate scene. Rolly Mantabas, our Coliseum marker.
Judd Ateneo calls a timeout, draws up a play. LaSalle goes to a zone, so that maybe foils their play. But Ravenna makes a tough turnaround jumper anyway. His jumper's on point today. 11 big points now for 30.
Not sure if that was the play, Charles, but Ateneo will take the points. 25 seconds remaining in the first half.
You know, Ateneo was able to get a 2-for-1 in that play. As Kwame stops Milesio again. Now Ateneo can get the last shot. So that's great clock management by Ateneo. That's why 30 shot that early, even if it wasn't the best shot with 10 seconds.
As long as it falls in,
Yep.
it's good. 5 seconds remaining. Matt Nieto making his move. Spins away. Bigay sa kanyang kapatid. The 3 ball is short for Mike. And we end the first half na lamang pa rin ng Blue Eagles, 34-28. This is exactly the kind of basketball we expected to see between these two teams.
Absolutely. Hindi pa kalayo ang Ateneo considering the way LaSalle has struggled. So, no, it's a great game and it's going to be a great game.
Halftime tayo sa 12th Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup presented by Chooks to Go. So far, Ateneo up by 6 points, 34-28 over arch rivals De La Salle. Shot sulit kasama po si Coach Charles Chu delivering this ball game to you guys. Coach, how would you assess the first half?
Well, it's been more of a defensive ball game. Both teams playing very good defensively. Ateneo, I think, has been a bit better defensively. You look at the field goal shooting LaSalle. They've held LaSalle to only 33% shooting. But Ateneo, on the other hand, has not shot that well from the field either. 4 out of 20 from 3. But the thing is, a lot of their threes have been open shots. I feel LaSalle's actually dodged some bullets because Ateneo has just missed them. Turnover points also usually, or at least in the past, was basically the calling card of LaSalle, forcing a bunch of turnovers. But in this game, it's Ateneo that has definitely capitalized on the turnovers of LaSalle. So I wonder if this halftime break will help LaSalle settle down a bit, get them to execute a bit better offensively because they haven't gotten too much, especially on their half-court sets.
Ito nga ang Ateneo na doing a great job defensively. They have 4 steals and also 4 blocks. Dalawa doon, syempre nanggaling kay Angelo Kwame. And isa rin siya sa leading scorers ng Ateneo.
Yeah, Kwame already has 12 rebounds and 2 blocks to go with the 6 points. He's been really a difference maker. 30 Ravenna got hurt early in the game when he checked back in. Instantly made a difference. He already has 11 points. For LaSalle, the 2 big guys, Santillan and Baltazar, have been carrying the scoring load. Baltazar's played 15 minutes, second most in his team after Aljun Melesio. So, the other guys really need to step up.
Question now is what kind of adjustments they'll make kung makakahabol pa nga ba LaSalle or Ateneo will hold on and take this win. We'll bring you the second half in just a bit. Second half about to begin dito po sa loob ng Filoil Flying V Arena. Ateneo up by 6 points, 34-28. Glad to have you with us on this Tuesday afternoon. You're watching live on Aksyon TV, on YouTube, or wherever you are. Kasama man po kayo namin dito sa loob ng arena. Thanks for joining us. And this will surely be worth your time as Ateneo and LaSalle engage in a great battle here.
Some changes in the lineup of Ateneo. Aaron Black didn't see action the whole first half. Gets in the ball game. Rafi Verano started but didn't play much. Now gets a start also in the second half for LaSalle. It's Samuel right away starting. I like this action here by LaSalle, but there's a turnover. Travel the part of Samuel. I thought he actually had a quick pass to Baltasar on the high post there after he flashed, but he just put his head down. So good rotation again by Ateneo to force that turnover.
LaSalle really wanted to run that play with a mission.
It was good. I like the pace. It was a nice action. But Ateneo was just ready for it.
Verano may hawak ngayon. To the back cutting. Nieto na nagbintis sa kanyang pull-up.
Good shot though. That's a nice read there by Nieto.
Here's Milish, guarded by Black. Baltazar na libre. Mid-ranger is good.
And I love that. I love the recognition by Milish. He was trying to set it up, call a play, but he saw Baltasar open. Quickly pass it to the big guy, and the big guy, Baltasar, hits his second jumper.
Yun yung importante pag point guard kayo, the ability to read and react very quickly.
Kasi we call plays to get guys open. Eh pag may libre na, nabigay mo na.
Absolutely. Verano muscling his way inside. Walang nakuha doon. And great box out now for LaSalle, not allowing Kwame to get that board. Melisio Mintes, Baltasar, offensive rebound. He gets the putback.
I was about to say, not the best shot by Melisio. He had a hand in his face, had Baltasar trailing on the play diving, but Baltasar worked hard, got that offensive rebound, makes a putback. Baltasar has been putting LaSalle on his shoulders.
This is a much quicker game, Charles, opening the third quarter than we saw from LaSalle in the first half, at least the first part of the first half. Verano mula sa labas, gets money on the three.
It's a nice shot by Verano. Missed the layup earlier, but makes up for it with that three ball.
Ateneo's lead back up to 5. Lim has the basketball for LaSalle. That three-point shot from Verano is brought to you by Chooks to Go, nag-iisa manok ng bayan.
Let's not forget, LaSalle is still missing Kim Montalvo, one of their most important players, a floor general who really does such a good job organizing his team. So, you know, he's a big piece. We can't, you know, understate his value.
Montalvo had to undergo surgery for a bone spur.
He'll be ready for the season, though. But here, LaSalle with another turnover. So 2 turnovers and 4 points to start this quarter.
Itong Ateneo on offense, they got another stop. Playing excellent defense throughout this game. Raven has been hitting jumpers like those in this game, pero that one was a miss. Melisio kumukuha ng instructions kay Coach Louie.
Calling the horns play. Let's see how Ateneo defends this.
There's Baltazar and Samuel coming out to set the pick.
Nice
they go
pass.
cross-court. Free ball, no good.
Excellent pass though by Melisio. Nice look. Great hustle by Santillan here. But it's a 3-on-1. Ateneo has to score.
Black goes to the other side.
He made it tougher than it had to, but it's 2 points. They'll take it.
Umangat bigla sa 7 yung lamang ng Ateneo after LaSalle was able to cut it down to 2. 39-32. 7 minutes and change remaining in the third quarter. Samuel gets fouled on his way to the bucket. Unang team foul palaban ng Ateneo. Santillan will inbound from the baseline. See what LaSalle does here. Lim. The pass goes to Samuel instead. Ngayon tinatawag niya yung kanyang kwartya. Lim trying to go to Santillan sa poste against Verano. One-hander from Santi. That goes in.
His one-hander has a lot of range as Melisio steals the ball from Nieto and gets a putback. That's the more of the LaSalle that we know.
Sagutan lang itong dalawang koponan. But Melisio getting called for another foul there. Pangalawa niya na yan.
That's okay. I like the hustle there. I like the pressure that Melisio showed. I mean, I'm talking about Santillan. That one-handed shot is pretty impressive. It reminds me of Mac Ardona in a way. Different looking shot, but that one-handed push shot with range.
Kulang na lang yung anong height mo gesture.
Medyo. Look at the pressure. They've turned it up this quarter for sure. Full court.
That was almost a steal for Melisio. Ravenna now, nakatawid ng half court. Goes to the corner. That would have been a 3. Kwame could not handle the basketball. That's one big thing na nagawa ng LaSalle Charles early in this third quarter. Hindi pa gaano nakaka-rebound si Kwame here in the second half.
The rebounding battle has been relatively close when Kwame has dominated the glass, so I'm sure that's one of their points of emphasis at the half, to try and stop Kwame from rebounding, put a body on him and block him out because he's taller than everybody.
Ito na naman one-hander, but that was blocked by Ravenna. Melesio recovers. Baseline 3! That three-point shot is brought to you by Chooks to Go. Nag-isang manok ng bayan. Tabla na tayo dito.
You cannot give Melesio any breathing room. He has no conscience. He is such a quick release. He's not gun shy at all, and with good reason. So this is our first deadlock of the ball game, actually.
I guarantee you there will be more bago tayo matapos dito sa San Juan.
Nice shot there by Rafi Verano to give Ateneo the lead. He's been big for them this half with 5 good points.
Ito na naman ang LaSalle looking to even up the counter, maybe take a lead.
Little action again for Melesio.
Nagpinte siya doon and that ball was tapped out of bounds by Kwame.
Sometimes Melesio will take bad shots, but you have to live with it because that's the type of player that he is. You know, he will take occasional bad shots, but you have to give it to him because he's a tough shot maker. He makes tough shots.
That's what he did no kanina nung tinabla niya ng laro. Karakot has it now. Karakot has been quite silent apart from yung 3-point play niya kanina. Here's Santillan.
That's definitely a foul there. It's a good call.
There was a lot of contact no nagkasabitan yung mga braso din nila. And now Santillan will go to the free throw line.
Coach Tab not happy with what he's seeing so far. I think LaSalle has come out as the aggressors in this half, and that's why the ball game has changed.
That's true. Mag-uusap-usap man muna ang Ateneo. This time out is brought to you by Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Back inside the Filoil Flying V Center. Na nagagana pa rin ang bakbakang Ateneo. LaSalle 30, Ravenna scored 11 points in the first half. He was the first guy in double figures. But the impressive thing, Charles, he has been filling the stat sheet. He also has an assist, a steal, and 2 blocks.
Well, 30 Ravenna's an all-around player. I mean, that's a given. He's been maybe arguably the best player of Ateneo together with Isako, although you know, they don't really have stars. They're a team for sure, but 30 stands out just a little bit. For LaSalle, well, Baltasar has been carrying the load. Santillan, Melesio has come alive this quarter. I think that's their big 3. Samuel still a bit quiet. As here you see again the stats of 30 Ravenna that you were just talking about.
Yun yung nagpapalakas para sa parehong komponen na ito, no? Ateneo and LaSalle. You take the good guys there and you put them in a different school, program, or team. Easily superstars. Pero pagdating nila dito sa both Ateneo and LaSalle, parang they're just one of the guys. This Smart Free Throw has been brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart, Sun, and TNT.
And that's because of the system of the way these two coaches run their teams. And they could easily just put the ball in the hands of 30 Ravenna, let him go, do explode. I remember Ateneo, back when Coach Paul Perasol was coaching, he was basically putting the ball in Kiefer's hands and allowing him to be the man. But here, more of a team type game.
Ateneo, Ravenna cutting down the middle. Now it's Matt Nieto. Labas kay Navarro. Shies away from the 3. Navarro wanted to go to Kwame pero naagaw ng LaSalle. Tumatakbo ngayon ng Green Archers.
Great help defense by LaSalle there. Great team defense. Barako nearly shuffling his feet. There's Baltasar and that jump hook again. That right-handed hook is money.
He is pumped up. Baltasar at this point, Charles, meron ng 13 points and 12 rebounds. A double-double for the wingman of the Green Archers. Navarro natapikan ni Karakot. Pero kita mo yung bilis ng recovery din ng depensa ng Ateneo. But Baltasar says, I don't care.
I'm telling you, this guy arguably the best big man in college basketball. Probably should be a lock to make it to Gilas someday.
Those are big words. And
or at least part of the pool. Let me correct myself then. But
you know, Kwame may have gotten away with the travel there.
Absolutely.
Yun nga hinihingi ng fans ng LaSalle. Nieto steps back. 3. Money!
I told you he's a good shooter. Missed an open 3 earlier. This time gets the switch and a nice step back with Baltasar.
That 3-point shot is brought to you by Chooks to Go. Nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Tapla na naman tayo at 44 apiece. Melesio hobbled by Black. Now it's Samo trying to move Ravenna deeper.
Nice
Ang
pass.
ganda ng pasa to Santillan.
So we can talk about the pass of Samuel, but also give credit to Santillan. He did not just stand there. He moved to a better position where the pass wouldn't be stolen, and that's how he got open.
12 points for Santillan. Sila talaga ni Baltasar ang bumuhay sa Lasal here in the second half.
The big boys.
And now this is the big three you were talking about in the first half na, Charles. Ravenna slicing the defense pero wala nakuha doon. Samuel. I'm still impressed. I know I mentioned it before pero yun talaga pag-control ng Lasal sa rebounding ni Kwame as you take a look at unconscious is Aljun Militia. That three-point shot is brought to you by Chugs to Go. Ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan.
This is the Lasal that we know. Whatever Coach Louis Gonzalez said at the half is working. Their nerves are gone. They're playing with a lot more confidence. They're playing loose, and it's showing. Militia with another tough shot over the outstretched arms of Aaron Black.
Pero Kwame carved up some space sa ilalim. And Coach Tab Baldwin asking for a foul. Wala namang pinito, but they still get 2 points. Lasal holding on to a slim 3-point lead. Ito na naman si Santillan. Now finds Karakot. Bibitaw din ang tres. That's a miss. And Kwame, there's that rebound. He had 12 in the first half.
Watch out for Nieto.
All now with Matt. 15 seconds of shot clock ng Ateneo.
They're running their post offense again, post action. This is a guard to big ball screen here.
Kwame steps out behind the three-point line. They're looking for Black pero dinideny ni Melesio. Matt Nieto had to take a long three. Long rebound din nakuha ni Karakot. Tried to sell that foul pero walang pito. Melesio with the explosion. Nothing on the layup. Kwame and Samuel battling. And that's a foul. Benito on Angelo Kwame. 2 free throws for T. Samuel.
You know what, Judd? They're letting them play right now. I actually thought Kwame fouled Melesio on that layup, but he got away with it. Here eventually gets called for a foul, Samuel, but the crowd is alive and kicking right now in this Filoil Arena.
Ano nga nakataya dito? Championship ba to? World Championship? It certainly feels like so. We have a timeout brought to you by Chugs to Go at nag-iisang manok ng bayan.
Ateneo with the early start, a better start. No, actually the South started well, and Ateneo picked up. They dominated probably 15 minutes of the first half, well, 12 to 15 minutes. Now it's LaSalle who's responded much better off the halftime break with a lot more sense of urgency. Now I'm interested to see how Ateneo will respond to that challenge.
T. Samuel now at the free throw line, shooting a pair pagkatapos niya ma-foul ni Kwame. This Smart free throw is brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart, Sun, and TNT. He gets that first one to fall.
But now LaSalle playing without Melesio, without Santillan, and without Baltasar in this lineup. Let's look, they're up by 4, maybe 5 at this point, at this juncture. Let's see, this is a big stretch without those big 3 that we've been talking about with them.
2 for Lucy Samuel. Still, there are teams, Charles, who take this preseason tournament lightly. Sumusubok ng iba't ibang kombinasyon, nag-experiment, traveling violation called on Mendoza.
Slipped by himself, but I still think that both coaches are using their players, are using a lot of guys. They're giving a lot of guys a chance. So in that sense, yes, may pagka-preseason pa rin. You don't know if how deep the rotation will become year 80, but this is the best way to find out about your players at this stage to see kung kaya ba nila, matama pa tong player ko, duwag pa to. I mean, this is how you find out. So the preseason is a good chance, and this avenue is a perfect opportunity for them.
And you know, for fans, for players, for anyone involved in the rivalry of Ateneo and LaSalle, walang preseason, walang tune-up. It's just always all out. Pagdating dito sa dalawang koponan, as you see another basket para sa LaSalle. They're now ahead by 7. Mendoza from outside, Vindez.
LaSalle got lucky, miscommunication. They're supposed to switch on the ball screens, but not all. They want to switch with all except for Samuel. That's why they're giving their X signal there. So that left Mendoza open, but you can't let that happen.
Libre si Mumuyak on one side, but it was Mike Nieto who was able to put in that bucket. LaSalle running, Karakot to the rack. He puts it up, a bit wayward doon sa kanyang tira. Now Ateneo trying to run. Balik kay Mendoza, who will set things up.
There's a mismatch somewhere.
He the coaching staff wants Mendoza to break down Samuel. Passes out to Mamuyak. 7 seconds na sa shot clock ng Ateneo. Gian Mamuyak.
Nice drive by Mamuyak. He's come out with a lot of energy in both his shifts so far in this game.
That's what he always provides para sa Ateneo. Meanwhile, Karakot. Dyke trying to get it. Now it's with him.
Now the pressure of Ateneo has increased a lot. Samuel realizes the shot clock is winding down this time.
He puts it up. Pintes, pero nakaagaw ng rebound si Karakot to take that baseline 3. No. Manuel naman na nakakuha. Stolen from behind by Wong. Ateneo running. Mendoza or Nieto rather the spin. The beautiful finish.
That's how Ateneo has caught up with some layups. Nice turnover again. Shot game clock winding down.
Karakot almost a make. And LaSalle.
There's a foul call though, one referee, but the other referees say there was no more time, unfortunately for LaSalle.
So that's what they're trying to clear things up. And Coach Tam Baldwin,
He's livid.
parehong coaches actually natin.
Coach Louie asking kasi may foul pero wala na palang oras. Coach Tam asking for a pull on the jersey.
How about that beautiful spin mula kay Mike Nieto? That smart move of the half is brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart Sun and TNT. The fourth quarter sa aming pagbabalik. 10 more minutes between these two teams. Alam mo, bago pa tayo mag-break, si Coach Tab nagre-reklamo na dun sa non-called out on a foul on a jersey tug. And start na tayo ng fourth. Charles, ayaw niya pa rin bitawan.
I think there's a was he warned though during the break? Was there a warning issue? I didn't really see which particular thing he was talking about, but I'll take his word for it. Oh, nice pressure here by Kanako going to Jolo.
Isako setting the pick. Nakalusot si Mendoza. Tira mula sa labas. Ateneo now ahead.
Again, no showing on the screens. That's what Jolo can do. He's not a one-on-one player, but you give him some room, he's gonna knock the lights out.
Risky pass doon mula kay Karakot. But it lands in the hands of Santillan. Melesio getting double team. Dying. Looking for an open teammate. He goes to Baltazar. Melesio with 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
Tough
Number
shot.
3, Mintes. Mamuyak with the rebound. Gian trying to break Dyke down.
Oh,
Mike Nieto gusto yung bola sa ilalim. Hindi agad nakita ni Isako, but that's okay for Ateneo because Wong comes up with a jumper.
No, Adrian Wong missed the whole of last year, but he's a guy Coach Tab loved in his first year while coaching Ateneo. He's a big guard who can really shoot. He shows it there.
We started the second half na lamang ang Ateneo by 6 points, but LaSalle woke up in the third period with 8 points each coming from Baltazar and Melesio. Pero itong Ateneo, they're surging again to open the fourth quarter. Santillan was fouled. He's another guy for the Green Archers playing very well.
It's been him and Baltazar really doing the work for LaSalle. Good execution there by LaSalle. Good patience to get the ball to Santillan.
This Smart free throw has been brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart, Sun, and TNT. Baltazar getting some reminders from Coach Gonzalez.
I'd like to see LaSalle go more to Santillan with this particular lineup of Ateneo. Mike Nieto playing that 4 spot. So that means he's the one guarding either Santillan or Dyke. Dyke playing that 3 spot, but we all know what type of player he is. He's a rebounder, a high motor, high energy guy.
Ito rin ating second free throw is brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart, Sun, and TNT.
Okay, there's this 3 big lineup of LaSalle that I was waiting for.
It worked very well in the
Yes,
third
and
quarter.
now he's putting it at a time where Ateneo is in a rather small lineup. So I want to see how Coach Tam will adjust to this, if he's going to make some lineup changes or stick with this lineup or what schemes he's going to do.
Walang Kwame on the floor para sa Ateneo. Wong mula sa labas. Nope. Samuel with the rebound.
Nice action there by Ateneo. Their double backer action straight to a inbound. Gets him a good shot, just misses.
Karakot gets his spot. It's a miss. Santillan. The offensive rebound and the putback.
Any problema with Ateneo ngayon? LaSalle can just kill them on the glass with this lineup.
Mamuyak rushing to their side.
Wow. Bit out of control though.
He was about to lose his footing. Ball back with him. Gian now passes to Isako. He didn't get the bucket initially, pero he'll head to the line.
I really love the energy of this Mamuyak, what he's doing for Ateneo. He's making plays. He's all over the place, and he's fearless.
Gian has been known as a defender, pero kita naman natin sa laro in previous sequences, kapag kailangan ng offense and you give him an opportunity, he can get buckets for you. Isaac Go at the free throw line, connects on the first. Ateneo's lead up to 2. One more for Isaac. It's good. 7 points para kay Go.
Maybe a bit of a trap here. LaSalle does the right thing and goes back door because they were fronting.
Melesio, buti ka na mawala.
I thought he was going to shoot that.
I think he wanted to, but he lost his footing. Melesio explodes past the defense. Aljun goes glass, masyadong malakas. Go nakakuha ng rebound, but it's lost out of bounds. Miscommunication between Blue Eagles. Now Coach Tab, he sends back Shawan White.
And he's telling White that he's going to play the 4 spot. So they're even smaller right now. But White's going to guard Samuel. So they're trusting basically walk to guard San Guillan.
Ito si Baltazar. There's a foul underneath.
I like that. Samuel sees he's got a smaller guy. Go to the post, get some seals there, and he draws a foul.
That's gonna be the second team foul para sa Ateneo. Magdenburg, pinalitan na rin si Mapuyak. So
They
now,
go a bit bigger.
yeah. 14 seconds sa shot clock ng LaSalle.
Kiwi versus Kiwi.
Well, that's true. That's an interesting matchup. Melesio against White.
Look at Wong front San Guillan. Good job battling, giving him hard post position, no post position, and it's a turnover. Can't force the issue. If there's no pass, reverse the ball to your teammate. Maybe he gets a better angle.
So the adjustments of Tap Baldwin working on the defensive end for Ateneo.
I mean, they know what they're supposed to do. These two teams, when they play each other, they played each other so many times. I'm sure they scout each other so well.
Ito ngayon si Wong. No one coming out to beat him. He shoots. That was easy for Adrian Wong.
And that's on Samuel. They're supposed to switch there, and he gave him so much space. He was backing off Adrian Wong, playing his drive so much. You got to play him a bit closer than that.
Ayan, napagalitan si TD, Coach Louie.
Running their zipper play, or zipper play call. Not exactly a zipper action that we're seeing, but ooh, what a split by Melesio.
Melesio looking for options. Baltazar ang kanya nahanap.
Oh, that's a charge.
Baltazar.
Oh, they call a flop, so
they call a technical.
And they get the basket too. So are they going to count the basket? Was there a warning though for a flop earlier?
To be honest, not that I remember.
Because they usually warn you, right?
But sometimes, Charles, they don't stop the play anymore to give warnings. They just announce it.
Yes, that's possible. A verbal announcement.
And look at the coaching staff of Ateneo. They are really complaining. Dahil kanina pa sila may mga feelings na
well, there was definitely a forearm on Adrian Wong there. That's a very interesting call.
LaSalle will take possession, down by 5.
I don't know if that was a flop. Stop. Maybe we see the replay better. There was some contact. Maybe he sold the ball a bit. Oh, nice hustle by White.
Hindi niya nakuha yung steal, but at least he takes a couple of seconds away from the shot clock of LaSalle, and the Green Archers will have to reset their offense. Tense moments inside the Filoil 5V center.
This is the player. Watch his left arm. There's a push. And here he misses the layup though.
Bobby back on the floor.
And he missed the layup there, and then he gets a rebound.
Ito ngayon si Wong. He knocked down a couple of jumpers dito sa ating fourth period. Magdenburg, nasakyan. And Ateneo asking for
second motion maybe. Hard foul there by Ateneo. Well, it's Ateneo LaSalle. What do you expect?
Definitely. Intense talaga ang basketball dito as you see. Kumagat kasi sa fake. Ito si
Oh yeah, he
Santillan.
got him in the face after with the left arm. No wonder Ateneo's upset. And that reverse angle, you could see it for sure. And there should be a technical foul.
And Ateneo gets whistled for a technical foul dahil yung bench nga nila has been upset, particularly their coaching staff.
Yeah.
But like you said, there was some motion in that
The
replay
thing
as
was,
well.
if they're not giving Magdenburg free throws, the ball's going to go to LaSalle plus a free throw. If they're giving him free throws, he shoots,
Yes,
and it goes to LaSalle's
bago
ball.
mag-technical free throw.
I don't know if they gave that as a shooting foul on that play. It looked like they were calling it on the ground, so I'd like to see. Because if not, this is one free throw plus ball for LaSalle. Interesting though that LaSalle is letting Baltasar shoot the free throw and not Aljun Melesio.
Justin Baltazar. The big reason why LaSalle was able to get the lead in the third quarter. Pero
So I was right.
this.
So they didn't give free throws to Magdeburg. They said it was not a shooting foul, so it goes to LaSalle.
Yun ang nirereklamo ngayon ng Ateneo bench. They're looking for the 2 free throws for Magdeburg.
But they said it was a non-shooting foul. And they look at our commissioner's table, the technical team, and they said, yep, it was down. So I guess that quiets them for a while.
Samuel, pinapadala ni Magdeburg. T,
Oh,
hanging in the air, blocked by Kwame. Losing that basketball, Ateneo takes the possession now. White being guarded by Santillan. Gumamit ng pick, Chawan had to kick it out.
They got a mismatch. Kwame's being guarded by Melesio. They got to get him on the post. They don't.
And there's a switchback. Si Samuel na, katapat ni Kwame. Belangel, nawala din ang bola sa kanya. And it's gonna be LaSalle basketball.
Yeah, Ateneo had a lot of open guys and they were not able to recognize that situation.
5-point lead for the Blue Eagles. Nahihirapan mag-inbound ang LaSalle. And that's a steal, another one for Ateneo. Magdeburg making that defensive stop.
That fronting trap of Ateneo where they're denying everybody work that time.
Belangel to Kwame. In front of him is Baltazar.
Wow.
Kwame takes it to the hoop by himself. Hindi nga na nakascore doon. But the possession will stay with Ateneo.
Not a pretty play though. If you're Ateneo and Kwame's dribbling like that, you're probably holding your breath the whole time.
It was quite surprising, no? Nung nakita mo talaga, he decided that I'll
Fake
take
hands
this,
off,
I'll
yeah.
take this by myself. 5 and 15 to play. But this is gonna feel much longer than that, Charles, definitely. Belangel using that Kwame pick. Punta sila kay Magdeburg. Long 2. Misses.
Good hustle by Samuel. That's off Kwame there.
Sal ngayon ng atake on offense. Both teams have gone quiet over the last few stretches and possessions.
It's getting much tighter. Defense has definitely picked up.
Melesio against Asistio. Aljun passes to Baltazar. 12 seconds on their shot clock. They go down to the post. Santillan kontra kay White. Santillan to Melesio. He'll take this top 3-pointer.
Good defense by Asistio there.
Matakbo na naman ang mga nakaputi. Belangel attacking Baltazar. Kicking out Asistio. And Anton says, let's set things up properly. Kwame again looking to dribble drive, but there was a foul called on Samuel. That's a second personal foul on T. Samuel. The third team foul para sa LaSalle. 4:28 remaining. We've been stuck dito sa ating score na 62-57.
LaSalle has only scored 4 points in this quarter while Ateneo has scored 10. So, yeah, it's been pretty much a defensive quarter. White had an open teammate. He missed Magdeburg there, but Magdeburg gets the rebound. And misses.
Not hit on the face. At iniinta niya pa rin slow to get down on offense. Melesio. Out to Samuel. LaSalle is still looking for Santillan to sa poste against White.
He has a mismatch in there. That's why they go for him. That's a good 3-4 inches, maybe even more on White.
Yung kanyang one-hander unorthodox, no? But it works for him, so why not?
Watch out, Melesio better know there's a screen there. Good pressure by Melesio.
And it's a turnover para sa Ateneo. But almost a counter steal in Santillan, immediately apologizing Parang pagkabitaw niya ng pasa, nakita niya agad that there was a defender pala waiting for him to release that.
Lucky for them, they keep the ball. Wow, Coach Louis showing a lot of trust in Manuel, entering the game for Baltasar. Now that allows White to shift to Manuel and allows Kwame to guard Santillan.
Melesio may have rushed that attempt and will pick up that foul. It's going to be foul number 4 for Lasal. And for Joe Logo, it's going to be his first personal pa lang naman.
Now Ateneo will probably go with a two-big lineup. Isamko and Kwame only now, really. The crucial stretch, probably the finishing 5. Interesting that Coach Tab has not really fielded 30 Ravenna back in the ballgame.
Bilangel against Go. 3.5 minutes remaining inside the Filoil Flying V Center. Bilangel getting to the cup. Losing that basketball. Babalik na naman sa Lasal.
Belangel has been a bit out of control, I must say. The last few possessions, he's made some decisions which are, it shows his youth.
Santillan with 5 points in this quarter, pero halos siya pa lang ang umi-score para sa De La Salle in the 4th period. The Archers are down by 3 points. Go! Underneath to Karakot, maganda yung pasa pero nakarecover din agad yung depensa ng Ateneo. How about that? Jolo Go making things happen. He gets that bucket and he will also have a chance to tie this game at the free throw line.
That's why you can't stop moving, you can't stop playing here. Karakot had nowhere to go. Go just found an opening. A nice pass by Karakot.
That Smart assist of the half is brought to you by Smart. Get free YouTube every day from Smart Sun and TNT. And we are tied once again with 3 minutes and change to play dito sa San Juan.
That's going to be 2 free throws this time for Karakot. He has to know the situation. Don't commit a foul like that. Ateneo has come up empty the last couple of possessions. Now you bail them out by putting them in the free throw line.
And Bilangel was far away from the basket. Hindi man siya in a position to score. And like you said kanina, he has been struggling a bit. Now you send him to the line and maybe give him a chance to get into his rhythm. SJ. A miss on the first.
We'll see now if Coach Tab will let SJ finish this game or if he's going to go back to Matt Nieto, his normal steady point guard. But as we said, preseason, maybe he wants to give the younger guys some experience, some exposure, see what they're made of.
Still, Belangel gives Ateneo the 1-point lead. He only has 3 points in this game. Karakot against Belangel, calling the shots here.
No Aljon Melesio also for Lasal.
Santillan, go-ahead bucket is good.
Wow, Santillan has been making all the plays in this quarter.
64-63, lamang na naman ang Lasal. Go, initiating the offense. Isaac goes glass and he scores. Difficult shot for Go pero naipasok pa rin. Manuel having difficulty inbounding. Samo comes in to help. Now Manuel breaking down the defense. Bigay kay Go and he tells his teammates, relax lang tayo.
That's a good decision. Execute. Makakakuha naman kayo kay Santillan.
Karakot na pas kay Manuel, kay Samuel rather. T, back out to Andre. Doesn't get the three-pointer. And now Santillan, does he have more? He's blocked by Kwame.
And Samuel's hurt. Not a good sign for LaSalle. He's holding on to his ankle there or his shin. Can't really see. He got hurt when Santillan landed onto him in that rebound.
It looks like his ankle, and look at T. Samuel. He got up, pero he's struggling, and he just wanted to go back to the bench, and nung nandun na siya, immediately dropped to the floor. He will have to take time. This timeout is brought to you by Chooks to Go, nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Winning time na po inside the Filoil Flying V Center. 65-64 lamang ang Ateneo. But the big thing para sa LaSalle is that their big guy, he Sample has been hurt. And I think he has been brought back to their dugout.
Well, it is a preseason. There's no point forcing things. See what Coach Louis has here off this timeout. Going to Santillan again.
And he's blocked again by Kwame. But Santillan was able to recover. Wala Manuel! Manuel with the putback!
Great hustle by LaSalle, just crashing the boards again and again. Relentless effort. Big basket by the rookie.
1 point lead for the Green Archers. Ateneo ang umo-opensa ngayon. Nieto using that pick mula kay Kwame. Bagsak yung big guy ng Ateneo. Wala yung tira ni Mamuyak but he gets his own board. Ravenna now settling things down on the side of the Blue Eagles. 30 will pull up. 30 will make that shot.
What a big basket by Ravenna. Love the composure. Didn't get the ball earlier. Took matters into his own hands. Asked for a simple ball screen. Hits the pull-up jumper.
Do note na parehong koponan ay in penalty na, so they have to be careful in committing fouls. Manuel looking for teammates. Karakot with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Karakot! No! And that ball bounced off of a LaSalle player. Yun ang sabi ng ating referees. And now, Ateneo ang makakakuha ng possession.
A big possession here for Ateneo. Coach Tab will insert the shooter. Anton Asistia in for Mamuyak, who was in for a defensive possession. And now also Baltasar looks like he's cramping up as he gets replaced by Knight. That's a big development. Their two best big men, Baltasar, or two of their top big men, Baltasar and Samuel, now both out of the ballgame.
Nieto against Karakot. 40 seconds remaining between Ateneo and LaSalle. Asistio, binabatean ni Go. Anton, thought about the three initially. Binigay kay Go. They're trying to get into Ravenna.
He wants the ball. He gets the rookie.
Ravenna the step back. Money on the three! Ferdy Ravenna is flying high for Ateneo. He gets them a 3-point lead.
Wow, what a big basket by 30 Ravenna.
Apparently, it's just a 2-pointer.
Oh, I thought that was a 3-pointer from our angle. That should be 70 to 66 actually.
This timeout now is brought to you by Chugs to Go. Nag-iisang manok ng bayan. We'll clarify that. And yes, they count it as a 3-pointer now. 30 Ravenna scored 11 points in the first half, but he was held scoreless in the first 19 minutes of the second half.
Look at
All
this
of
play.
his 5 points dito sa final minute of play.
He was denied very well by Manuel, but they went under that screen. Santillan a bit late to show on that ball screen. And 30 wanted the ball in that last play. You got to give it to him. You know, he's emerged as the man for Ateneo, really the guy who wants to take those big shots, the guy Coach Tab has trusted, and he's delivered. So he was quiet pretty much the whole second half. But last 3 minutes, I was looking for him. When are they going to put 30 back? Coach Tab puts him in right away. He makes a difference and makes an impact in this game.
I'm sure the Ateneo community thankful that there's still someone wearing the name Ravenna on their team.
That's true. Let's see what Coach Louis has in store. Expect Melesh to get open somehow.
Ito na, nakibilesh ng bola. Takes a 3-pointer and he makes it as well! 1-point game!
Hey, Ateneo LaSalle, right? What a shot by Aljun Melesio. Well defended by Adrian Wong, who was all over him, has a few inches on him, but Melesio, again, a tough shot maker that just makes that shot. That's some talent for you.
This is as good as basketball gets. We have another stoppage. This time out is brought to you by Chugs to Go and nag-iisang manok ng bayan. We have 14.9 seconds remaining. Take a look at how tough yung tinira doon ni Aljun Melesio. And he knocks down that triple.
But, you know, Judd, no surprise. I said it earlier. You expect him to go to Aljun Melesio. Coach Louis tried to set up Melesio on that play. I thought Ateneo knew what was coming. They switched very well, but Aljun Melesio, a talented player. And he makes a big shot when it matters. He has clutch in his genes, similar to what Ravenna has. Now if you're LaSalle, I believe you have no more timeouts remaining. So you got to get a stop here. Maybe go for the trap first. Expect him to have some sort of a funnel defense where they try to influence him to the corner, go for a trap, go for a steal before they foul.
Ateneo will have possession. Ang LaSalle, no more fouls to give. Asistio will be inbounding. Go receiving that ng basketball and Isaac immediately gets fouled. Go on go crime.
Coach Tab trusting Isaac not to get that ball. Now you expect Mamuyak to enter, you expect maybe Kwame to enter for defensive purposes. There's Mamuyak who's about to enter for Anton Asisio, I'm guessing. Interesting though how Coach Louis will insert Bates, who has not played, but he's putting him in presumably just to box out Kwame. I mean, there's no more Samuel. I do see him standing on the bench of LaSalle. Samuel's there. Baltasar is still on the bench being attended to, so no sign of him returning. So LaSalle with a small lineup. That's why Bates is there to box out Kwame.
Masusubukan niya itong si Isaac on the free throw line.
Wow!
He banks it in. I'm not sure if he intended to do that, but it works.
Neither am I.
8 points para kay Isaac Go. The second one to get them a 3-point advantage. It's a miss! And Karakot gets the rebound.
Watch out for Melesio.
Karakot against Ravenna. Now it's Melesio. Aljun, labas kay Go. It's a miss! And it goes out of bounds with 1.2 seconds remaining.
But there's no more timeouts for LaSalle. And Coach Louis quickly calling Baltasar in the ball game. I guess he's okay. So these are the types of plays that you practice as a coach. You've got to have these end-game situations that you practice, especially when you have no timeouts. So let's see how they execute on this inbound.
Baseline inbound for LaSalle. 1.2 seconds remaining. They are down by 2. Ateneo, no foul to give. Karakot ang mag-i-inbound.
Gotta switch everything. Ooh!
They go to go! And he gets it! We are going into overtime! Ateneo versus LaSalle at its finest!
Everybody here living and crazy. Not living, they're all, LaSalle fans are all going berserk.
Allow me to correct myself, nag-iwan pa pala ng 0.3 of a second on the clock. So we're not yet sure about overtime. Ateneo.
I said Ateneo has to switch. They did switch, but there was miscommunication. Good slip there, good dive by Go, good cut.
And there was also deception, Charles. Una, dun sa left side, then Go suddenly, you see there, Santillan showed himself, and then suddenly Go dove to that position where he was able to get the lay-in. Beautiful play para sa LaSalle.
Cholo Go, 0 points the whole game, but he made 5 huge points in end one play, and this, no basket bigger than this layup to maybe force this game into overtime unless Ateneo has some crazy alley-oop tip-in play to get maybe Kwame a lob up there, but 0.3 is not enough for a catch and shoot. It has to be a tip-in.
These two teams are the best in Group A. 8-0 para sa Ateneo, but for LaSalle, not far behind, 7-1. Isa lang yung talo na. It was a close game too against San Beda. This is just very, very entertaining. Happy Independence Day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm not complaining at all, though. Normally, when you're working overtime, oh man, but hey, this has been a great game. So no complaints. I love the energy, the crowd, the atmosphere. Doesn't feel like a preseason game.
The time stays at 0.3 kasi minsan i-review nila if there should be more. It looks like it will stay at 0.3 for now. 5 on the floor for LaSalle. Karakot, Santillan, Baltazar. You have Bates and Melesio. For Ateneo, it's Wong, Nieto, Kwame, Asistio, and Ravenna, who has hit a couple of big shots dito sa fourth quarter. But it's 30 who will inbound.
Bates back off him. Make him protect the rim, not stand there. And then Melesio doesn't get back. Watch out for Kwame. Ooh,
Kwame, it almost was there.
Had a chance though, huh? Had a chance.
And officially, we are now going into overtime. LaSalle and Ateneo, preseason? I don't think so. These two teams are not letting the other get any win over them easily. 71 apiece, 5 extra minutes of Ateneo versus LaSalle sa aming pagbabalik. Overtime will start na bola ng LaSalle. Karakot has it, guarded by Matt Nieto. Karakot sees that opening, it's
Wow.
rejected by
What a
Wong.
block. What a block by Wong. I thought that was a sure layup for Karakut, but here, Wong doesn't see Karakut, but ooh, that should be a backcourt. Yes, it is. That's a good call there by the referee. Wong had no idea Karakut was there though.
Again, no, mahirap din because ang lakas talaga ng cheers ng mga fans inside the Filoil Flying V Center. But now, Ateneo will take possession pagkakataon nilang makuha ulit yung lamang.
Good sign for the Salis. Baltasar back.
Wong, long three-pointer doesn't work. 4.5 minutes remaining in overtime.
But we didn't expect any less when these two giants would face each other.
I expected a very close game, but I guess hindi ko agad na rule in yung possibility of overtime. And why not? Baltazar, he was open, but it's a miss. Also, some development sa panik ng Lasal. Samuel was hurt late in that fourth quarter, and I don't think he'll return. Manuel misses. Baltazar, the offensive rebound again.
2 missed rebounds already for Ateneo in this possession. Look at Wong's shadow, Melesha all over. Melesha hit a big 3 over him earlier.
5
Sure, he's
seconds remaining.
determined to not let that happen. There's the floater again.
Santillan nagmintis doon. Magdenberg running into trouble.
But dribbling and dribbling. Manuel with a nice strip there. He could have just given the ball to 30 Ravenna. Ravenna with a steal though. Big steal. Here
Hindi
comes
nakita
Ateneo.
ni Melesio, open si Santillan near the basket. Wong, pinag-isipan yung tres.
There's a mismatch. There's a mismatch. Magdenberg has Karakut on him. I don't think Nieto realizes it. He wants to go one-on-one instead. Why not?
Nieto!
That's a foul.
He gets fouled as he took that short stab. 2 free throws per man.
Baltasar still hurting. He doesn't look like he's well there, so he's about to be replaced by Dyke. He's kind of hobbling towards the bench, so not a good development yet for LaSalle. And you can see he's wincing there, holding a bit of his quads.
Ito yung galaw ni Matt Nieto, spinning away from Santillan at hinabot na lang siya ni Santi as took that shot. Mintes ang unang free throw ni Matt Nieto.
Let's not forget free throws. Aizakko missing the huge free throw that could have given him a 3-point lead here. Now Nieto missing this free throw. I see Mamuyak about to check in also for defense.
Nieto
Ooh.
misses both.
Who was that off of?
It looked like Santillan.
Yep.
It looked like Kwame was able to tap it off of his knee. So maganda yung hustle doon ni Angelo Kwame.
Today with a small ball lineup. They can, because Ravenna can play that 4 spot. And he's being guarded by Karakut. I'd like to see him attack.
10 seconds sa shot clock ng Ateneo.
Wow.
He attacks and he gets away.
Got a 7-footer putting boots like that. Nice.
He now has a double-double. 10 points na yan para sa kanya. Karakot against Wong. Andre Karakot zigzagging, had to put it up and was fouled from behind by Kwame.
Nice move by Karakut there. He put his body in a position where Kwame would have no choice but to bump him from behind. He was able to measure that foul. I always wonder how guys can sometimes challenge Kwame when he's waiting for him up there, but that was the right decision by Karakut. Ooh, free throw missed too.
And he's an excellent shooter normally.
Look at this move. Sidestep, hop step by the big man. Ooh.
And that, yung hop step, yung area na na-cover niya, Charles, talaga it created that
Eh,
separation.
siguro wala rin may gusto mag-draw charge. Ang laki-laki.
Kaya pwede ka pa matawagan ng flopping.
Sabi na lang.
It's now a 1-point lead para sa Ateneo. Karakot na bawi naman yung mintis niya by making the second. Under 3 minutes to play. Ravenna has it for Ateneo. He also made a couple of big buckets. And that's going to be an offensive foul on 30.
Yeah, that was a bit of a rush decision. Coach Snap asking, why is this not a flop when we were called for a flop? But that was good position there by LaSalle. Good job taking that charge. There's Coach Snap.
Now the reason why ganyan yung reaction ni Coach Tab kanina kasi natawagan ng
Yeah, he actually kind of did there, so he can make a case for that too. But Jologo was at least in good position to sniff that play out.
Samuel, oh, he's back on the floor para sa Lasal. That's big. Oh, Cholo is rejected by Kwame.
Walang preseason dito, Chan. Kahit na masakit. At Lasal, I wanna be out there. Come on, I gotta make a name for myself.
Imagine all of the fans here, they walk they will walk out of the same door. So doon pa lang, magkakaroon ng mga yabangan na panalo kami.
Good rebound, I like.
Go gets a good look. Money! LaSalle back on top by 2. Ravenna using that pick mula kay Kwame. Bigay niya kay Mamuyak.
There's a mismatch. Ravenna has Melesio on him, but they weren't able to go to it. He gets the ball against Karakot eventually.
30 uses that one-hander and it's a miss. Dyke with another important rebound. Kaya lang, LaSalle throws that ball away. At yung sinasabi ni Jolo kay Mark Dyke is, abot mo na lang.
Oh my. What's the reason for rushing? We're up by 2 right now. But still, he gets a nice applause from his bench.
I can imagine though the adrenaline that's running in the veins of these players. Wong nahihirapan mag-inbound, finally spots Kwame. Sinusubukan niya mga tawan sa ilalim, he's double teamed and Kwame was still able to get the hook. He has come up big in overtime.
Absolutely, 2 big baskets for him. He was double teamed there. I don't even know how he got that shot off.
Karakot against Ravenna. LaSalle staying patient sa kanilang opensa. Samuel gusto pumatake din. T loses it. Santillan right in the perfect place but couldn't get that shot.
Oh, that was close to a foul too. Nice pass by Ravenna to Kwame.
Kwame misses. Pero nakuha niya yung sarili niyang bilis and he gets the putback. Angelo Kwame giving Ateneo the lead again.
He's pumped up, man. He's huge. And he's come up definitely huge in this overtime period.
Working with a double-double na sinamahan niya pa ng 6 na supalpal. Melesio. Aljun taking a tough 3. No. Not the best shot for LaSalle in that possession.
No need to panic if you're LaSalle. It's still just a 1-possession ball game. Get a good shot. And if you're Ateneo, you gotta move the ball, execute. Although 30 looks like he wants his pick and roll. Coach not telling him to go.
Pinapanood ni 30 yung oras. Timing his attack. 30 now asking for the pick. He escapes. Goes to Kwame. And Angelo Kwame! Bang, bang, bucket! Giving Ateneo this 4-point lead. Even an opportunity to extend it to 5 from the free throw line.
You know what? When you want to wave your coach off like 30 Ravenna saying, no, I want this play, you better make a play. And he did. Nice shovel pass there to find Kwame rolling. And Kwame, great catch, great finish, great control, great focus. Big play by Kwame there.
He has 6 points in overtime, Charles.
6 or 8.
Karakot, bigay kay Samuel, he loses the basketball again. Back-to-back turnovers. Para kay T. Samuel, LaSalle left with no other choice but to give up a foul. At susubukan ulit nila ang Ateneo from the free throw line. Gian Mamuyak. These free throws very important. These could seal the game actually. Mamuyak gets the first one to fall.
LaSalle still has a timeout though, don't forget. This is the play earlier. What a catch. Just barely before Santillan caught the ball.
You know what Kwame is doing is he's not trying to do anything fancy. Just get the job done.
There's still time for LaSalle.
Door still open.
Watch out for Melesio.
Karakot out to go. Another steal. And that might be it.
30 wanting the ball. Nieto says, no, let's not. I think 30 wanted a dunk. Nieto says, let's be smart and waste the clock.
13.8 seconds remaining. 5-point lead for Ateneo.
Turnovers hurting LaSalle down the stretch here in overtime. A bit of a rush shot. They lost a bit of a composure na maybe the last one or so. Hindi pa naman kailangan magpanic. Dikit pa naman. 2-point ball game pa lang.
Nagsimula rin, Charles, dun sa tira ni Aljun Melesio. Although, like you said kanina, you have to trust him then somehow in those kasi he has been hitting big shots.
You take the good and the bad. Minsan
Yes.
papasok, minsan hindi. You just try to coach him, maybe say, hey, you got a better shot next time, let's go for that shot. But if he makes it, well, what can you say? Ateneo still leaving the door open by missing their free throws.
They go to go. Three-pointer.
Woo.
Wala. Ravenna will get that board. Magbibigay pa ng foul itong Lasal. And the defense of Ateneo scrambled well to close out on that attempt mula kay Cholugo.
After Jologo hit that 3-ball, that was it for LaSalle. They haven't scored anymore. Since then, in overtime, give Ateneo credit. Their defense was solid. But
I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough time, but you know, Ateneo, they might want to.
Although I see Coach Louis still signaling for a timeout. He makes his free throw.
Ravenna, the second one falls in for him. In a tighter situation, those missed free throws, masasaktan dyan ang Ateneo, but you know, they have done enough para makakuha nitong 6-point advantage. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
It's been a high-quality basketball game, a great defensive game by both teams. They struggled really, but you know, Ateneo missed a lot of open shots. LaSalle, they struggled with their turnovers. Hasn't been the prettiest of games, but you can see both teams really wanting to win. They battled very well. And it's been a very close game, so very exciting.
Samuel, bigay kay Ko. Will take that three, and that's gonna be a miss. This is going to be a win for Ateneo, but nothing easy. Kinailangan pa nga natin ng 5 extra minutes. LaSalle, nothing to be ashamed of. This was just really two teams leaving everything they had and giving it all out, not just para manalo, but to entertain everyone watching.
It was close all throughout. You know, Ateneo looked like they were in firm control of the game in the first half. Then all of a sudden, LaSalle makes their comeback. They somehow take the lead, and then Ateneo responded with a big play with great defense in the fourth quarter to be able to force overtime. And then overtime, after LaSalle had an early lead, Kwame took over and led Ateneo to a victory.
81-75 is our final score. Pag-uusapan pa natin itong larong ito sa aming pagbabalik.
Ange Kwame really took over and made the difference for Ateneo.
And you know, he really starred among all of the players sa Ateneo na nagtulong-tulong. At kaya siya ang ating manok ng bayan player of the game. Angelo, congratulations on the win. We just wanted to ask, you know, in overtime, you really took over, and it seemed as though you really wanted to carry your team somehow, because there was that one play where you saw you had an opportunity to attack. You dribbled towards the basket, something you don't usually do, but you really willed your team to victory here.
But especially because of my teammate, they help me every time when I play, when I try to practice. They help me to dribble, and especially Coach Staff. He helped me very a lot, especially for this time.
Okay, now Ange, I just want to ask you, you're getting ready for the UAP season. I know you guys are leaving for Greece in a few days, but talk about your experience playing in Ateneo LaSalle for the very first time. And it is the preseason, but a lot of people came to watch you guys put on a good show. So talk about this experience. Did you enjoy this game?
Yeah, I really enjoy it because it's my first game against LaSalle, and then that's a really strong team. So what I try to do is like get better, like Coach Ab said every time, get better and better.
And here's your opportunity to greet everyone who supports you in the Ateneo community.
I want to say thank you to all of Ateneo community, especially to family, step family. They helped me a lot, and then yeah, that's it. My family back in Ivory Coast. Thank you.
Again, congratulations and great game for you and for the Ateneo Blue Eagles, for Charles Chu and for the entire group behind this coverage of the 12 Filoil Flying the Preseason Cup presented by Chokes to Go. This is John Sulit thanking you, and stay tuned. We have more basketball coming your way.